Imagine this: you've been wrong, someone betrayed your trust, hurt you, or tried to bring you down. The anger rises in your chest, your mind fills with thoughts of payback, and for a moment, you think that getting even is the only way to make things right. After all, why should they get away with it? Why should they walk free while you carry the weight of their actions? But let me ask you this: has revenge ever truly healed a wound? Has striking back ever erased the pain? Or does it just keep you tangled in the same storm you're trying to escape? The truth is, holding on to that anger doesn't hurt them, it hurts you. It keeps you stuck in a place where they still have control over your emotions, your peace, and your future. What if, instead of fighting battles that drain your soul, you chose a different path? What if you stepped back and let life, let God handle the rest? Because justice doesn't have to come from your hands. The universe, divine justice, karma, whatever you believe in, has a way of balancing the scales. And when you trust in that, you win without ever having to fight. Seeking peace over revenge is not just about being the bigger person. It is about preserving your energy, protecting your mind, and refusing to let negativity define you. When someone wrongs you, the first instinct is often to retaliate, to make them feel the same pain they inflicted upon you. It's a natural response, born from the desire for justice, for balance, for the satisfaction of seeing them suffer as you did. But what most people don't realize is that revenge is a trap, a vicious cycle that keeps you emotionally bound to the very thing you want to escape. You might think that getting even will bring relief, that it will erase the pain or make things right, but in reality, it only keeps the wound open longer. Imagine carrying a burning coal in your hand with the intention of throwing it at someone else. The longer you hold it, the more it burns you. Revenge is that burning coal, and the person who hurt you may not even feel the heat, but you will. It takes energy to stay angry, to plot, to constantly think about payback. That energy could be used for something far more valuable: your own peace. When you make the choice to seek peace over revenge, you are making a decision to take back control of your life. You refuse to let the one who hurt you continue to have power over your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions. Letting go is not about forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't matter. It is about choosing to heal rather than staying stuck in the past. People often believe that if they do not retaliate, they are weak or passive. But walking away from conflict is one of the greatest displays of strength. It takes more courage to let go of anger than to act on it. Holding on to bitterness and seeking revenge is easy. It requires no discipline, no wisdom, just an impulse-driven reaction. But choosing peace means you are rising above the situation, refusing to lower yourself to the level of those who harmed you. It means you trust that justice does not have to come from your hands, that the universe or divine forces have their own way of making things right. When you let go of revenge, you are not excusing the wrong that was done to you. You are simply refusing to let it define your life. When someone betrays you, deceives you, or tries to bring you down, it is natural to want them to feel what you felt. You want them to experience the same kind of suffering, to understand the depth of the hurt they caused. But what if they never do? What if they never feel guilt or regret? Would you continue to hold on to your anger indefinitely, waiting for something that may never come? That is why peace is the better path. When you let go, you stop waiting for someone else's suffering to bring you closure. You give yourself the power to move on, to grow, to rise above. It is also important to remember that revenge does not always go as planned. In seeking to hurt someone else, you may end up hurting yourself even more. Retaliation often leads to further conflict, escalating situations that could have been left behind. The need to constantly look over your shoulder, to worry about counterattacks, to live in a state of tension and hostility, it is exhausting. Peace, on the other hand, allows you to focus on what truly matters. It gives you the space to heal, to learn, to channel your energy into something positive rather than destructive. The best way to overcome those who wish you harm is not to become like them, but to show them that they cannot break you. Forgiveness does not mean you allow toxic people back into your life. It does not mean you justify what they did or pretend it was okay. It simply means you refuse to let them continue to steal your joy. You let go so that you can be free. Seeking peace over revenge is about valuing your own well-being more than your anger. It is about understanding that life is too short to waste on negativity. Letting God handle your enemies means surrendering the need to fight every battle yourself. It means understanding that justice does not always have to come through your actions. There is a greater force at work, balancing the scales in ways you may not see immediately but will understand in time. Those who wrong others will always face the consequences of their actions, whether they realize it or not. But when you choose peace, you remove yourself from that cycle, allowing yourself to move forward with a heart unburdened by hate. True power is in walking away, in knowing that no one else has control over your emotions except you, and that is the real victory. Karma and divine justice operate in ways that may not always be immediate or visible, but they are always at work. When someone wrongs you, it can feel like they are getting away with it, like their actions have no consequences and that injustice will go unanswered. But that is an illusion. Every action we take, every choice we make, carries energy with it, and that energy always returns to its source. This is the foundation of karma and divine justice. The understanding that what we put into the world will eventually come back to us, whether good or bad. People who harm others may seem to thrive for a while. They may appear successful, untouched by their wrongdoing, and even celebrated by others. This can be frustrating, especially when you are left with the pain they caused. But their actions are not forgotten. The universe has a way of balancing things in its own time. Those who act with deceit, cruelty, or selfishness may not face immediate consequences, but they are planting seeds of their own downfall. Every dishonest act, every betrayal, every moment of cruelty creates a ripple effect, and eventually those ripples return. Karma is not always about direct retribution. It does not always mean that the person who hurt you will experience the exact same pain they inflicted. Instead, it means they will face the consequences of their actions in a way that is meant to teach them, to expose them, or to humble them. Sometimes this comes in the form of personal loss, failed relationships, or internal suffering. Other times, life itself forces them to face the reality of their choices. No one can escape the energy they put into the world, and no one is above divine justice. Holding on to anger and resentment only delays your own healing. If you focus too much on waiting for someone else's downfall, you are still giving them power over you. The truth is, their fate is not in your hands. It never was. It belongs to forces greater than yourself. Trusting in divine justice means believing that everything is seen, that nothing goes unnoticed, and that every action carries weight. Instead of seeking revenge, you can let go and allow life to take care of the rest. People often mistake patience for weakness, but it takes great strength to trust the process and walk away with dignity. Those who wrong others eventually face their own reckoning, whether it is visible to you or not. While they are caught in the consequences of their choices, you have moved forward, unburdened and free. The best revenge is not in seeing someone suffer, but in knowing that their actions have no hold over you. When you trust in karma and divine justice, you free yourself from the need to fight every battle. Life has a way of balancing itself, and in the end, everyone reaps what they sow. Growth through adversity is one of the most powerful transformations a person can experience. When faced with enemies, betrayal, or hardship, it can feel like the world is against you. People who try to bring you down often do so because they see something in you, strength, potential, or goodness, that they either envy or want to destroy. What they do not realize is that their actions, meant to harm you, can actually become the very thing that elevates you. Hard times are often disguised as lessons, and enemies unknowingly serve as teachers. When someone tries to hurt you, you are faced with a choice: allow their actions to consume you or use them as fuel for growth. Pain has a way of sharpening a person, making them stronger and more resilient. Some of the most successful, wise, and powerful people in history endured betrayal, rejection, and hardship. They did not let their struggles define them. They used them to rise. Adversity forces you to dig deep, to find strength you did not know you had. It pushes you to develop patience, wisdom, and self-control. Without struggle, there is no growth. And without opposition, there is no reason to evolve. People who seek to harm you often expose their own weaknesses in the process. Their actions reveal more about them than they do about you. Instead of reacting with anger or revenge, observing and understanding their motives can be a powerful tool. It teaches you about human nature, about who to trust, and about how to navigate the world with wisdom. When you take the lessons from your struggles, you turn your pain into power. What was meant to break you ends up building you, shaping you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Difficult experiences also teach the value of self-reliance and inner peace. When faced with enemies, you learn who is truly on your side and who is not. You begin to understand that external validation is not necessary for personal growth. Strength does not come from proving others wrong, but from proving to yourself that you can endure, rise, and keep moving forward. The people who try to harm you often do so because they are dealing with their own insecurities and internal battles. Recognizing this allows you to detach from their negativity and focus on your own journey. There is a reason why some of the strongest people are those who have endured the most hardship. Pain forces growth in a way that comfort never can. It pushes you beyond your limits, testing your resilience and determination. If everything in life was easy, there would be no reason to strive for greatness, no need to build strength. Those who seek to harm you may believe they are winning in the moment, but in reality, they are unknowingly playing a role in your transformation. Every struggle you overcome adds to your strength. Every betrayal teaches you something valuable, and every hardship prepares you for the next level of your life. Inner peace is the real victory because it allows you to move forward without being weighed down by negativity. When you let go of the anger, the need for revenge, and the resentment toward those who have wronged you, you reclaim your power. Many people believe that winning means defeating their enemies, proving them wrong, or making them suffer in return. But real victory is not about what happens to them. It is about what happens to you. Holding on to bitterness only keeps you trapped in the same cycle of pain. Letting go, however, frees you to live your life on your terms, unshaken by the actions of others. People who hurt others often do so because they are trapped in their own suffering. They project their pain onto others, seeking to drag them down to their level. If you respond with hate, you become just like them. But if you choose peace, you break the cycle. You show that their actions have no control over your emotions, your mind, or your future. True strength is in walking away, in refusing to let someone else dictate your state of mind. When you let go of negativity, you create space for joy, clarity, and personal growth. You begin to focus on what truly matters rather than wasting time and energy on those who do not deserve it. Inner peace is not about ignoring the wrongs done to you. It is about refusing to let them consume you. Many people live their lives burdened by past betrayals, constantly replaying moments of pain and injustice. But dwelling on those things does not change what happened, it only keeps you stuck in the past. The more you hold on to those emotions, the more power you give to the people who hurt you. When you choose peace, you take that power back. You shift your focus from what was lost to what can be gained. Instead of looking backward, you look forward. Walking away from conflict does not mean you are weak. In fact, it requires far more strength than seeking revenge. It takes discipline to rise above petty fights, wisdom to know when to let go, and courage to move forward without looking back. The world teaches that success is about domination, but real success is about freedom. Freedom from negativity, from toxic energy, and from the need to fight battles that are not worth your time. When you carry inner peace, you become untouchable. No insult, betrayal, or attack can shake you because your happiness is not dependent on external circumstances. You stop seeking validation from others and start finding fulfillment in your own growth. The moment you realize that no one else has the power to disturb your peace unless you let them, you become truly free. Your enemies may still try to bring you down, but they will fail. Not because you fought back, but because you simply did not engage. That is the greatest victory of all. Life will always bring challenges, and people will come and go. Some will support you, while others will try to tear you down, but the way you handle those who wish you harm defines who you are. Seeking revenge may feel satisfying for a moment, but it keeps you stuck in a cycle of negativity. True strength lies in walking away, trusting that divine justice will handle what you cannot. Every hardship is a lesson, every betrayal an opportunity for growth, and every battle a test of your inner peace. When you choose to rise above instead of fight back, you prove that no enemy has power over you. The greatest victory is not in destruction, but in self-mastery. Good luck and thank you message. As you move forward in life, may you always choose peace over revenge, wisdom over impulse, and growth over bitterness. Trust that what is meant for you will always come, and no enemy can take away what is truly yours. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and never let negativity dim your light. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your presence. Wishing you peace, success, and a life free from the burdens of the past. Keep moving forward, and may your journey be filled with strength and grace.